I wish I could remember who sent this to us, because I don't have the piece of paper in front of me, but I'll tell you the story. Here's the story. This magician gets a job on a cruise ship.
Uh-huh.
And he soon realizes that he doesn't have to come up with a new set of tricks every week, because what?
Different
audience every
Exactly.
week. People get off the boat, 3,000 more people get on. Except the captain has a parrot, and the parrot sits there through all of his shows, and the parrot pretty soon learns all the tricks. And being a parrot and a troublemaker, the parrot starts yelling out stuff. So in the middle of a trick, the parrot says, "It's under the table." Or he says, "It's in his other hand." So pretty soon, the poor guy is devastated. He's ruined. And he's got to come up with all new tricks. And on the way back to port, the ship hits something. Not an iceberg, but it's a cruise ship, unless you go to Alaska, which would be stupid. The ship hits something and goes down.
It's a garbage scow.
Garbage scow, right. So the ship goes down. And wouldn't you know it, the parrot and the magician find themselves clinging to the last little bit of debris. And there the magician is on one side holding on, and the parrot's on the other side. Hours go by, and they're just staring at each other. Staring at each other. Finally, the parrot says, "Okay, I give up. Where's the ship?" I liked it.
I did too. If you have a joke for us or you want to talk about your car, the number is 8. That's a good way
We should start the show with a joke every week.
Some say that
It is a joke.
The show is a
Two
joke.
jokes.
Number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Andrea from Dublin, California.
Hi, Andrea. How are you?
I'm doing great.
And where's Dublin?
Dublin is just east of San Francisco, about 50 miles east of San Francisco.
Oh, really?
Beautiful
Really?
Bay Area. Yeah.
Is it just past, are you ready for this? Is it just past Hayward?
You got it.
Man alive!
Actually,
Do
I'm
I know
sit-
my geography?
You do.
I do, don't I?
All right, I have a 92 Acura Integra. It has 120,000 miles on it. And just the past couple months, I've been having problems with whenever I go over a bump or turn a corner or change lanes on the freeway and go over the freeway bumps, I hear like a rattling in the steering column. And at first it sounded like just metal kind of clashing together.
Yeah.
And my friend Mary, she said it sounds like a bike chain rattling in either the dash or the steering column.
Are you missing a bike?
No, I have a bike and it's got a chain on it.
You hit a bump and you hear once
It
or
rattles
continuous?
quickly. Yeah, it rattles quickly, and as soon as I smooth out of the bump, it stops.
And it sounds like it's coming right out of the dashboard.
Right, or the steering column.
Yeah.
Is it something to be concerned about?
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
How concerned should she be?
Well, I don't think it's really something that's going to cause you bodily harm. What I think it is, and your car is just the right age to have a broken stabilizer link.
Broken stabilizer link.
Yeah, which is right under the dashboard.
Well, the behind
it
they
is behind the dashboard.
stabilize the radio.
It is behind the dashboard, but it's about 3 feet away. But sounds travel.
Sounds travel.
Yeah.
And what you think is coming from behind the dashboard is actually coming from
could be coming
either the right front or left front or both front wheels.
From the front wheel.
And the stabilizers are little bolts
Okay.
with a bunch of thick rubber grommets that go between the stabilizer and the lower control arm.
Okay.
And when one of them breaks, it can cause the stabilizer part of it to bang against the other part when you go over bumps, and also to interfere with the axle, so that when you do that, when you're driving along and you hit a bump, the broken piece of the stabilizer will actually hit the axle and go for a few seconds and then go away. And the rest of the time, you hear nothing.
Exactly.
This is brilliant, isn't it, Andrea?
So what is it going to cost me?
Oh, cheap.
Short money.
Short?
As
Okay.
we say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Short money.
Yeah, you probably need both of them replaced. And of
both
course,
sides.
yes, they're just on the front. And while they have it up in the air, they're going to discover that you need brakes, ball joints, a muffler.
Tie rod ends, everything.
Yeah.
So basically, a broken stabilizer link on both.
Which is going to cost you, the short money is going to be $1,000.
Are you serious?
No. I mean,
You better not be.
it should cost you $100, but it may end up costing you $1,000 when they find all the other things wrong with your car. And of course, it's time for another timing belt and all that. I would say $1,680.
Aren't you glad you called?
My timing belt replaced.
But you're going to need all this stuff, and it's a lot of it is safety related, and you will thank us for saving your life, even though it's going to.
That's why I'm calling. I just want to keep ignoring it.
No, that's right. I mean, your life is worth at least $1,600.
I hope so.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, I appreciate your help. I enjoy listening to you guys.
Thanks, Andrea.
Pleasure.
Okay,
thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
This is Michael in Dallas.
Hi, Mike.
Hey.
Michael.
Yeah.
What's up?
I have a little problem.
Yeah.
Okay. I have an Infiniti Q45.
Yeah.
Don't know how you guys feel about Infiniti, so.
Well, we
the reason I'm
feel
calling.
very strongly about that.
Yeah. Q45 is one of the most magnificent vehicles ever made.
The Q-ship.
The Q-ship, yeah. The QE2 and the Q45. Yeah.
Okay. Whenever it gets cold, it's like all the power steering fluid goes out of wherever they keep the power steering fluid, and it makes this wah, wah, wah noise.
Yeah.
Okay? And so every year I top it off, and it stays full all through the winter and through the next summer until it hits winter again.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, it all drains out again. I hear this wah, wah, wah.
Well, it stays in there all winter?
Stays in there all winter. No leaks, no spots, no nothing.
So around when? December?
No, actually, it starts getting kind of chilly here end of October, 1st of November.
Yeah, you have temperatures in the low 40s.
Well, we're in Texas.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And so...
And then you go out one morning, and it has disappeared.
It has disappeared.
And then you fill it up, and for the remainder of the winter,
Mm-hmm.
it is satisfactory.
It's satisfactory.
Until
No
the
noise.
next autumn, when it has mysteriously disappeared.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to propose that it isn't the winter that makes it leak out. Rather, it's the summer.
Okay.
I like that all the more.
I like it almost myself.
Because it doesn't make any sense that it gets cold and you lose all the power steering fluid because the next day it's still cold. And a week later it's even colder. And a month later it's even colder than that. And yet you don't lose anything.
No, I suspect that you're losing it during the warmer weather, that in fact you begin to lose it in July, a few drops here and a few drops there. And coincidentally, because the warm weather is responsible for the fluid loss, when it finally does get cold, it just happens to be coincident with your running out of fluid.
Because all summer long you've been losing a little at a time. I
Right.
love it. I love it.
Yes, we
love it.
It's very often that we get cause and effect reversed.
We so often do.
Wouldn't that happen though at the beginning of the summer when it's I guess August.
We don't
July,
know.
August.
We don't know what's making the leak. I mean, I suspect you have a bad seal someplace, either in the rack and pinion or at the zoo. When those seals go bad, I'll tell you, there's nothing like it.
Nothing like a bad seal.
Bad seal.
Which reminds me of a joke, but never mind.
As we know, things expand and contract with temperature, right?
Right.
See, now you're about to go into an area about
getting
which you
serious.
know nothing. I was about to tell Michael, that's it. It's leaking.
And you were going to give him the bum's rush.
We got a lot of people waiting to talk to us. I mean, we got people stacked up in a holding pattern
I was
here.
going to talk about expansion and contraction and temperatures and rubber.
And rubber.
Rubber.
So I need to moving past the rubber. I need to take it to the shop and have them look for seals or have them look for worn out seals or leaks in hoses.
Yeah, but in the summer.
In the summer. Okay. Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
Well,
Yeah.
you could have it checked out now, but it shouldn't take too much. I mean, if they put that thing up on the rack, there are only so many places from which it can leak. If they clean everything off and look at it and hold the steering wheel to the lock position, and they're forcing the fluid from the pump into the rack and pinion at maximum pressure, I bet you they're going to find a little spot here or there.
Okay.
And they'll know what to fix.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to tell you guys that I'm a marriage and family therapist here in Dallas, and I really want to professionally endorse
Oh, you
men
do?
are from GM and women are from Ford. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
saves a lot of relationships.
Well, I wish that we had known this earlier because you could have written an introduction.
Well.
Maybe after we get out of jail, you can write the introductions for us.
Maybe so.
Thanks, Michael. Good luck with
guys.
the Q45.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Marriage counseling, pretty good business
I
in
was
Dallas.
just thinking exactly the same thing. The guy's driving a Q45.
Not
I'm driving a
bad.
63 Dodge Dart.
Where did you go wrong? 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Mary from West Chesterfield, New Hampshire.
Hi, Mary.
West Chesterfield. Mm-hmm. What part of New Hampshire is that?
Right over by the Vermont border.
Oh, must be right near Lucky Strike, Vermont.
Right?
Anyway, Mary, what's on your mind?
Well, I don't have a car problem. I have a lawnmower problem.
Yay!
Jeez.
I've always wondered how big a rock it would take to stop the blade from running,
Yeah.
and I found one the other day.
Yeah.
I have a Sears. I think it's a Toro, but I don't remember.
I hate to
exactly.
correct your grammar, but you had a Sears. To make a long story short, it's a lawnmower with a bent crankshaft.
Okay. Well, and then I compounded the problem because it was smoking a little bit when I started it back up again. So I thought, well, maybe it needs oil, and it did. So I added a little oil, and then
Oh, it actually started again.
it started again, and it mowed briefly, although it vibrated like crazy in my hands, and then it died completely. And then I checked the oil again and realized I'd overfilled it. And then I brought it into the garage and changed the oil, figuring, okay, well, I couldn't do any more harm.
That's
than
good,
I'd
yeah.
done.
So
This
you
is like changing the curtains in the Titanic, you know.
All right, well, I guess my husband's gone for a couple of weeks, and I thought, well, maybe I can fix this thing before he gets back.
is this a push mower?
Yeah.
Push, not self-propelled.
Well, it's got the handle thing that you pull down, so I think it's partly self-propelled, although the grass was so thick it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
So a bent crankshaft means no replacement,
Well,
no repair?
interestingly enough, I did the same. I bought a brand new Honda lawnmower a couple of years ago on the recommendation of a neighbor, and it is a superb lawnmower in every respect whatsoever. It is quiet, smooth. It's not anymore because the first day I had it, I also hit a rock. And now it goes, but I also get a hand massage while I'm mowing the grass. But I didn't hit a big enough rock like you did, so I haven't damaged it. But you have bent the crankshaft. But the solution is not to throw the whole lawnmower away. It's just to buy another engine.
Huh.
And you
Well,
can.
I work at a landfill, so maybe I could find one here.
You might be able to find an engine that will bolt up. I mean, most of them, there are only a few basic lawnmower engines, and they all have that 4-bolt pattern.
Exactly.
Familiar 4-bolt pattern. So you may be able to get an engine. It's going to be the same horsepower. It's probably 5 horse or 6 horse or whatever. You could use a larger one, but you couldn't use a smaller one.
Okay.
And you got to just bolt this baby up. So you want to do this while hubby's away on vacation?
Yeah.
You could actually,
Yeah, you could do it.
or alternatively, you could go to Sears and you can order a new engine.
Nah, I only paid $25 for the thing in the first place.
Oh,
For the lawnmower.
for everything.
Yeah, for the lawnmower.
Oh, so what's the big deal? You
Because
just
I'll never find another $25 lawnmower.
No, you won't.
well,
But, I mean, it has given you many, I presume,
many weeks of service, right? Is
Couple
it
of
new
years
this
worth
year?
of- Pardon?
Is it new to you this year?
No, it's a couple. I've had it 3 years now.
So you paid. Let me get this right. I paid $400 for my Honda lawnmower.
She paid $25. She went to a yard sale.
Yeah, actually, I talked a friend into selling it to me for very little.
Yeah.
Why didn't I do that?
I don't know.
What kind of a dope am I?
A dope who used to have $400 in his pocket.
And now it's a lawnmower with a bent crankshaft.
So if I put an engine into it, that'll have a crankshaft. I'll need to take the blade apart and re-screw it through the blade and that kind of
There
thing.
you got it. You may need to do
Yeah.
some other mumbo jumbo because they have a belt for the self-propulsion thing, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah, I can.
And if you can't, I mean, you throw everything away.
I mean, there is nothing to the thing except for the engine.
Okay.
And I don't know. My brother knows how much these engines cost. How much does it cost for one of those babies?
$200
Oh,
for a new one.
$200, but it'll be $200. You can buy a whole new lawnmower for $250.
Yeah, well, I bet
180.
I could find a
180. Yeah.
Well, I did an interesting thing this winter. I bought a new engine for my snowblower. My snowblower conked out, or the engine conked out, and I realized this thing was ancient, and there was nothing really wrong with it except that the engine was no good, but the rest of it, the controls and the auger and all that stuff, was just fine. So I went and I bought an 8-horsepower engine. I don't remember what it cost, about $300 or $400. And I have essentially a new snowblower.
Uh-huh.
And it's wonderful. It starts right up. I just can't wait for the snow to start flying again so I can use this thing.
I mean, this is...
me either, so I don't have to do the lawn again.
So consider renewing the life of this thing by putting even a new engine on it. It would be wonderful.
It is a whole new concept, to take something that's broken and fix it.
It's true. Well,
Instead of throwing it away like we all do with everything else.
It's not part of our consciousness to fix things.
No, not anymore.
And the fact is there are so many things in our lives that are too complicated for us to figure out. But lawnmowers are within your grasp.
That's true. And I've rebuilt carburetors and stuff before, so I don't imagine it's too far out.
I would go for it.
Okay.
Alternatively, you could buy just a crankshaft, but we don't want to get into that. No, find an engine.
Okay.
Good luck, Mary.
Thank you very much.
Watch out for the rocks.
Thanks.
Paint them. Do something. Put flags on them. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Did she say she worked at a landfill? What do
Yes.
you do at a landfill?
Sort.
Maybe she runs the bulldozer.
She may.
That's
I
good.
should have asked her more about that. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, well, I should have.
All right. It's time for us to answer last week's puzzler. Do you have any recollection of the puzzler from last week?
Technically speaking, no.
How about speaking any other way?
That would be a no also.
Well, it had to do with a double anchovy pepperoni pizza. And I'll have the interesting answer in just a minute.
My Johnny, oh, I can see him coming round the last lap. Handsome and brave, if only he didn't wave, I'd have more of him left than his hubcap. Please, Johnny, please, stay in my tender embrace. Please, Johnny, please, I don't want you to drag race.
And even though the NPR elocution coach sobs into her chamomile tea whenever she hears us say it, this is NPR.
Support for the Car Talk podcast and this message come from NPR sponsor Traditional Medicinals. Traditional Medicinals is the herbal tea company that lives up to its name. Traditional because of the formulas based on herbal traditions that have supported health and wellness for centuries. And medicinal because of the ethically sourced, high-quality herbs like the slippery elm and echinacea in their soothing throat coat teas for those colder months. Use promo code CARTALK for 20% off at checkout. Powered by Traditional Medicinals.
Support for this podcast and the following message come from the American Jewish World Service, working together for more than 30 years to build a more just and equitable world. Learn more at ajws.org.
Hey, Asma, I think it's time for a big change.
All right, what does that mean?
I think it's time to make the NPR Politics Podcast a daily podcast.
Well, we do have more than ample news. You and I are on the campaign trail, it seems like nonstop.
And now there's an impeachment inquiry into President Trump.
So starting this week, the NPR Politics Podcast will be in your feed every weekday to keep you up to date ahead of the 2020 election.
So subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, the NPR Politics Podcast, now 5 days a week.
Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert brothers, and we're here to talk about cars, car repair, and the answer to last week's puzzler, and here it is. I'm sure my brother will remember it in a minute.
I do remember it now.
The other night, I had a gastrointestinal attack in the middle of the night. They always come in the middle of the night. It may have had something to do with that double anchovy pepperoni pizza I had at 11 o'clock.
I think the pineapples you put on it.
Anyway, in the middle of the night, I wake up moaning and groaning, clutching my stomach, and I find myself at the medicine chest in the bathroom looking for relief. And I find the tummy ache medicine that I recognize by the shape and color of the bottle, but lo and behold, I can't read the little print on the back of the bottle. So clutching my stomach, I make my way back to the bedroom to find my glasses on the dresser. On the way there, I stub my toe. I yell in pain. My wife tells me to shut up. She's trying to sleep. I limp back to the bathroom. But even with my glasses, I still can't read the dosage information.
Well, it's written in 1-point type. That's why.
Right. And I don't know whether these things, you're supposed to take 2 of these tablets or if they're suppositories. So it's important that you gotta
know.
Now I'm ready to die. My toe is throbbing. And to add insult to injury, I bend over to clutch my stomach, and my glasses fall off my head, hit the tile floor, and they break in half. And I think, geez, I'm
I'm
going
having a good day.
die here on the bathroom floor. And yet a minute later, I was tucked in bed having taken exactly the proper dosage. And it wasn't administered by my wife or any of my kids. How did I do it? Well, I think I mentioned when I broke the glasses that they broke in half so that I had two. How would they break in half?
2 monocles.
2 monocles, exactly.
Instead of one.
So I had one lens
One diabolical.
I had one lens with a stick attached to it and another lens with a stick attached to it.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, if you gang the lenses, that is, put one in front of the other, you, I think, essentially double the magnification. So there I was, unable to read the dosage, and with these 2 pieces in my hand, these 2 lenses back to back, so to speak,
Yeah.
I was able to read the bottle, and it said, take 2 of these and stick them down your throat. And next thing I know, I'm in bed.
Wow.
And all's right with the world.
Yeah.
Now, there is another answer to this, which I'm not going to delve into right now.
No, I think you should mention it at least, because we don't understand any of this. Let's face it. This
Someone
was
will call.
part of 801. Was it not? Optics?
No, not when no.
They didn't have optics then.
We didn't have that. We had no. Optics was brand new when you were there.
Benjamin Franklin had just invented the bifocal.
Well, here's the other answer that I happen to like better. Let's assume I didn't break my glasses, but in fact I had small print that I couldn't read. Now, when you're trying to read something that's too small, when your eyesight is good, what do? You bring it closer to your eye, do you not?
Yeah.
But then it goes out of focus, and even people with good eyesight can bring something so close that they can no longer read it.
Right.
Except that if it's small, I mean, you don't need a genius to tell you that if it's small, you ain't going to move it farther away from you because you got less of a chance of seeing it. So if you were trying to look at the legs of a flea, you would try to bring that flea as close to your eye as possible. But in doing so, you would put it out of focus.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm with you.
So if you take your index finger, I'm wearing my glasses now, but I'm staring at the bottle, unable to look at the print.
Yeah.
Unable to read the print because it's blurred.
I'm doing this right
But
now
it's close
myself.
enough so that I can see it. Take your index finger and curl it so that your fingernail now touches the point where your thumb joins your hand. And in doing so, is that an apt description?
Yeah, you make a little teeny hole with your index finger.
You're going to make a little teeny hole, and you could accomplish the same thing by taking a piece of paper and punching a hole in it.
Oh, man, this works like a dream.
If you then look through that hole, you are, in fact, unfuzzying the image. It is like you are bringing it into focus. Because the hole acts to what's the word?
I don't know. I have no idea how this works.
It doesn't. Well, maybe it does magnify, but maybe it doesn't magnify. But if nothing else, it brings it into focus.
It does.
So that something that was close enough so that you could read it if you had good eyes is now readable because you have fixed the image by unfuzzying it.
Wow.
So that is one other solution to this problem, and I don't know exactly why it works. I don't remember.
It would be nice to. Nah, who cares? If it works, it works. I don't really care how it works.
Well, I think what happens is all the light that was going all over the place now has to go through that little pinhole which you've made with your finger.
And so you could that would say, though, if that theory is correct, that would say that you could produce the same effect with more light. And I don't think that's true.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, the third solution was I turned on the bathroom light, and that's anyway. Do we have a winner?
Yeah, we have winners.
Winners.
The winners this week are Pete and Barbara Van Kuren, I believe it is, from Conshohocken, Pennsylvania.
Love it.
Conshohocken, Pennsylvania. And for having their answer selected at random from among all the correct answers, Pete and Barbara will share. I'm not going to give them each, but they will share a $25 gift certificate to the Car Talk Shameless Commerce Division, with which they can get one of our best of CDs, or they can have my brother as their personal slave for a month. That's less than $25, right?
Anyway, we will have a new automotive puzzler.
Really?
Equally challenging coming up in the third half of today's show, so stay tuned for that. We did receive some emails stating that we couldn't possibly have 3 halves to our show.
I saved it because I didn't believe that the person was serious.
Well, no, I mean...
Jeez, I mean, someone wrote and said, gee, you guys are really stupid. Don't you know that there can't be 3 halves?
Oh.
Well, no, we didn't know.
No, they can be 3 halves. Anyway, you can call us and ask us questions if you'd like. The number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227 8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, guys. This is your physicist friend Wolfgang at Harvard.
Wolfgang! I know what you're calling about.
Yeah.
From Harvard University, the world's greatest university.
Yeah.
So maybe you can explain this pinhole lens thing to us.
Well, I'll give it a shot. I think I understand it enough to try to explain it.
Really?
Well, did I get it right? I mean, was I right that, in fact, by making that little pinhole, I did improve my...
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
You did improve it. And what is that noise?
Well, no, but we know that it improves it, but why?
Okay. What you're doing is you're making your eye into a pinhole camera. And the lens of the eye, which cannot accommodate something that you put really close to your eye, because, it can only accommodate so much. That is to say, keep the image in focus on your retina. Normally, for the normal person, the closest you can bring an object is about 25 centimeters or so.
Okay, so my explanation is starting to sound like it's right.
Yeah. Now, if you bring it closer, it gets out of focus.
Yeah.
And so you can't win. But if you put a pinhole in front of your eye, then the lens of your eye is out of the picture completely. It's completely superfluous. What you have created is a little pinhole camera.
So it goes right to the, what is that thing called in the back of the eye? The optic nerve.
The retina.
The retina.
It goes to the retina, yeah. And by creating this little pinhole, then each ray of light that's coming from the object and entering the eye goes through this little hole, and there's a complete one-to-one correspondence between points of light on the object and points of light on the retina, and the thing is perfectly in focus. There is no focusing to do. It's just a one-to-one correspondence.
I got it.
Now, your other idea of just turning on the lights brighter,
That's baloney.
no, that's correct.
No, that's correct, too.
You're going to see it clearly with the lights brighter. And why?
I don't believe you.
What's going to happen is your pupil closes down because there's so much light.
Right.
So
And
I
when
can
your
take...
pupil closes way down, it becomes essentially a little pinhole.
Yes,
So
and
I
I
will do the
verified
same
that.
thing.
If I go out in the sun on a bright sunny day with the newspaper, I can read it without my glasses.
That's right. That's right.
Wait,
Gee, I hate to say it, but Wolfgang has just corroborated everything I said. I mean, not just a few things. Everything.
I just want to make sure that what he said, you said, Wolfgang, that I could take printed page.
Yes.
Bring it so close to my eye that I absolutely have no hope of reading it whatsoever. Put on a very bright light, and this thing, which is totally out of focus, will go into focus? I don't believe it.
Well, within limits.
Within limits, right.
But it will work as well as the pinhole?
Not as well, because a pinhole is literally the size of a pinhole, whereas the smallest your pupil is going to get is maybe a millimeter in diameter.
But you're saying that the light is going to correct for the lack of focus.
It will become clearer. Whether or not you can still read it, I don't know. But
because your pupil will
definitely
close
become clear,
down.
Because your pupil will close down, approximating the pinhole effect.
Wolfgang, you've been wonderful.
And exonerating. I was expecting these guys to jump all over me. Before we did the show today, they were telling me what a moron I was and that this couldn't possibly work, and I want to thank you, and I'll be sending that check right off.
Now, you guys have explained a lot of physics on the show, and it's usually right. It's really good.
Jesus.
Could you make a call to MIT and tell them that?
All righty.
I mean, they had no justification for flunking us low those many years ago and low those many times.
They really didn't.
They really didn't.
It was cruel. Wolfgang, thank you so much for your help.
Welcome. I'm glad that I could help.
Thanks for calling. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Great. Here's the guy listening to the show. He hears me give this cockamamie explanation, and he calls up.
First of all, he's got nothing better to do. Don't leave that part out.
Number two, he calls up to support me in my hour of need. What a guy.
That was good. I remember Wolfgang very well.
1-888-227.
How much did you pay him?
Well, I can't discuss that on the air. 8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Wendy from Palo Alto.
Hi, Wendy. What's up?
I have a 95 Ford Contour manual, and my car is making this whistling noise. It does it more often when it's hot, like after driving long distances on a hot day. And it's most often in city driving, like 30 miles or under, and at intersections.
And it whistles.
It whistles. Would you like to hear it?
Do you recognize the tune?
Do you have to be moving to get the whistle?
No, it will do it while it's standing still.
As long as the engine's running, it'll whistle.
No, it'll do it after the engine stops.
Oh, stop it now!
No, this is what baffled my mechanic. Turn the key off, half a second pause, and then it'll make the noise.
Really?
I like it.
I have a recording of it.
Great!
Yes, okay. And here we go.
That sounds more like a squeaking as opposed to a whistling.
I wouldn't call that a whistle.
Okay.
Not that we know what it is.
Well, no, as a matter of fact, I had a wonderful answer prepared if it were a whistle. Unfortunately, your tape recording doesn't help. Can you hear it again?
It gets better, but my parents talk. So there's some people talking in it.
Can you just rewind it and do it again?
Okay.
Okay, we got all the time in the world.
Here. Oh, wait. That's when it gets louder, but my parents talk.
Oh, we don't want to hear that. What are they talking about? Are they talking about your boyfriend?
Luckily, my boyfriend did not come on this trip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, that's good. So, Wendy.
All right, turn it off.
You were driving down a city street when you taped this?
Yeah. Either that or at an intersection, like waiting for the light to turn.
Oh, you were stopped.
It could be both.
Could be both.
But you could have been stopped. Did your father ever work for NASA in Houston?
My dad worked for Ford, actually.
Ford. Oh, that's why he made you buy this thing.
Got the Contour.
Yeah, instead of a nice Nissan, which is what you wanted. Right?
Is that it?
Boy, this is very good.
Good.
This is got all the elements.
Okay.
It's totally unanswerable. It happens when you're moving, when you're not moving.
Yeah.
And it can happen even if you've turned the key off.
There's a split-second pause, and then it comes for and then it's over.
Is it always if the air conditioner's on?
It's more often when the air conditioner's on.
Jeez, I think it could easily be something.
I got it.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just narrowing it down to something that is working when the engine's on, the engine's off, you're moving, you're not moving, and I only got one thing that fits that.
Do tell.
Cigarette lighter.
An electric fan.
Electric fan?
It could be.
Okay.
It could be the blower, for your air conditioner and your heater.
Okay.
That it would make that kind of noise if a bearing were going bad, and it could go away. First of all, if you turn on the AC, the blower is on. Mm-hmm. And you could be hearing the blower motor, which is an electric motor, making that noise. And also, when you turn the key off, even though you've shut it off, that thing continues like any electric fan
to keep moving.
It freewheels for a second or two, during which time it could go and then stop. Mm-hmm. Here's how you're going to get it to
I love the bearing idea.
Turn the key on.
Bearing. Okay.
Turn the ignition, but do not start the engine. Turn the key to the on position so that you can run the radio and whatever. But more importantly, you can run the heater. And turn just the heater on. You have 3 or 4 speeds for the heater.
Sure.
Turn it on to like the second speed or the third speed.
Okay.
But don't start the engine.
Okay.
And I bet you're going to hear that.
Okay.
Don't forget, with the key on and everything else off, the only thing that will be working is that blower motor.
Right.
So if we're right, then you'll hear the same noise.
Now, I have a follow-up question, because when we're going
I don't think I'm going to like this.
I mean, I'll have the air conditioner on going steady at 60 miles an hour, and we took a several-hour trip.
And you didn't hear it.
And we didn't hear it.
Yeah, I believe that.
I believe that, too.
Because when it's running at high speed, it's probably not making the noise.
Right. And that makes sense with
Yeah, I mean,
what you're saying.
Everything makes sense.
Well, we're in danger of it not making sense, so we have to say goodbye now.
But if you add any more information, that's going to not make sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel good about this one.
I will practice the diagnostic test here.
Yeah, he felt good about the Titanic, too. See you, Wendy.
Thank you.
Okay, look, we have to pause right now and take a break.
That's good because I spilled orange soda 2 calls ago. And if I don't get up now, this chair is going to be permanently caramelized to my butt.
We'll be right back.
Well, my heart's right where she left it. Ain't no one could fix it. They told me at the bar that it's broke beyond repair. I stalled out on that lonesome highway, 5 drinks from the nearest byway. Now I'm stuck in that muddy road of despair, road of despair. Where do you go? Show me a sign that says you know that she still loves me. Will give my heart a tow. Road of despair. What do you know? Road of despair. Where do you go?
And even though panhandlers outside the NPR building decide to move to a more dignified address whenever they hear us say it, this is NPR.
Support for this podcast and the following message come from Kay Bucksbaum in support of the David Gilkey and Zabiula Tamana Memorial Fund, established to strengthen NPR's commitment to training and protecting journalists in high-risk environments.
There are places in the United States where voting districts are made up mostly of prisoners who can't vote.
Forgive me for not being able to articulate this the way I want to, but it's almost like your body being used.
On NPR's Code Switch, the connection between the U.S. Census, politics, and prisons.
Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to discuss cars, car repair, and the new puzzler. Now, I thought, it being this early in the puzzler season, that I ought to use an automotive puzzler of one kind or another. Because I haven't had one yet.
I hadn't even noticed that.
I didn't think you would have. And here it is if I can remember it.
Yes.
Many years ago when Krusty was a young man and still courting the girls. Krusty was our erstwhile mechanic.
Yeah.
Who had a rather checkered past.
Yeah.
And
old-timer. The old-timer.
Geezer.
One of those guys.
Right. And when he was courting the girls, he decides to take one of his dates out for a little ride in the country one evening to perhaps park by the lake and do a little smooching. And they park his car and they go off for a little walk in little tramp in the woods. And they come back an hour later, and to his horror, he has left the headlights on. And they are a mere shadow of their former selves. They're dim and weak.
Yeah.
And he says, oh. So he runs to the car, leaving his date at the lake, turns off the headlights, tries to start the car, and gets, unfortunately,
how often has it happened?
How often has it happened?
Oh, what a sound.
And he knows that if he doesn't get her home on time, that the old man will be waiting there with the shotgun.
Oh, I thought he was going to say, hon, I guess we're going to have to spend the night here.
So he has to come up with something quick. And the car is parked in such a location that he could never hope to push it out of there. In any event, he couldn't push start it because it's an automatic transmission.
Oh, jeez.
And he says, oh, I'm done for. So he opens the trunk to get his toolkit for whatever good that's going to do.
This is going to be one of those. He's got 5 things in the trunk. Which one is he going to use to get the car started?
He's got in the trunk, he's got
and one of them is a bottle of extra virgin olive oil.
He's got a gallon of Filippo Berio extra virgin olive oil.
I knew it.
He's got a large Preparation H, family size. He's got a pair of pliers. Yeah, that's pretty good. And jumper cables. But alas, no one to jump to.
Yeah.
And yet, in about 5 minutes, he has the car running. And the hint is that he used the pliers. Now, if you think you know the answer, write it on the back of a postcard or tape it to a Bombardier BR2000 Alpine Snow Tractor with a Cummins 350 horsepower 9-liter engine,
9
audio-visual warning system, electric hydraulic joystick, engine block heater, and Posiflex tiller. What is this thing? This is a snowman?
Remember in the old days before escalation when it was just write it on the back of a $20 bill?
Well,
Shouldn't we go back to that?
Once in a while.
At least we used to get a $20 bill once in a while. You ain't going to get no Posiflex tiller.
Well, anyway, if you're so inspired, send your answer to Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge, 022. Wait a minute.
I got him. Our Fair City.
I want to do the Our Fair City from now on.
All
Go
right.
ahead. Cambridge, Our Fair City, 02238. Or you can email your answer to us from cartalk.com. Right now, if you have a question about your car and it can't wait, give us a call. The number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-278-255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Matt from Medford.
Medford, Oregon or Mass?
Massachusetts.
No kidding.
Yep.
Is it true that Medford is Malden with trees?
That's what we've heard.
Yeah, I'm not originally from Medford, so I couldn't tell you.
We knew you weren't originally from Medford because you pronounced it incorrectly.
Is right. It should be Meffa.
It's Mefford. Mefford. M-E-F-F-I something.
Okay.
It's either a D or a T or both.
Gotcha.
I think it's I-D-T.
Yeah, M-E-F-F-I-D-T.
Method.
Method.
Yeah. You got it, Matt.
All right.
Well, thanks for calling.
Oh, no problem.
So what's happening?
Well, I have a 1990 Honda Civic. It's blue. And every once in a while, I'll be driving along, and when I apply the brakes, like at a stoplight, I'll hear kind of just a high-pitched squeaking noise. That's, the brake pads rubbing.
Yes.
And from talking to various people, one of which being my dad, I have determined it's one of two things. Either the brake pad's wearing out and I need to get them replaced, or it's just a glazing over the brake pads and I should just ignore it and have it go away. So this is kind of a two-part question. One is, what type of music should I play on the radio to drown this out? And the second one is, assuming that the radio gives out, how can I tell whether or not I'm going to crash to my death?
Yeah, very good questions, Matt. And let's see, what kind of music? I would try to find music that had...
strings.
A balancing... I
think you want strings.
You want strings?
Yeah, you definitely want strings because it would be complementary, and the strings would draw. You need you like classical music?
Yes, I do.
I would get some Mozart divertimenti.
Good choice.
Yes, cellos, violins, all that
Cellos
stuff.
and violins.
Very soothing too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
really.
I like that. I like the strings. I mean, you don't want brass. Brass and strings clash.
Right.
That is true.
Yeah. No, I think I would stick with Mozart.
Okay.
And what was the other question?
Well, assuming that the radio breaks, how can you tell whether or not I'm going to crash to my death?
There is a possibility that if the brakes are making noise, that you really don't have any brakes left at all.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get to that point, they will stop making noise entirely.
Yeah, because, I mean, you could have metal scraping against metal, in which case you probably are going to go screeching to your death.
So you're saying...
I would have someone just take a peek to make sure you have some pads left, which you probably do.
Okay.
But it doesn't hurt to take a look.
And I don't need brakes driving around Boston.
Well, you might. Most drive what my brother drives.
Most people don't bother.
Check it out. Be on the safe side.
Okay.
See you, Matt.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye. 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Michelle calling from Spokane, Washington.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
How are you?
Oh, couldn't be better.
Good.
What's up?
Well, I have sort of a general, almost philosophical question to pose to you. I'm wondering if $170 can ever be too much to spend on a vehicle.
Well, I defer to my brother in all questions philosophical because he is taking the home philosopher king study course.
Yeah.
Well, my husband and I, who I might mention I just married recently, decided that we needed a second vehicle. We're both in school full-time and working full-time, and it just was getting too much to shuttle each other around.
Mm-hmm.
So we set this sort of arbitrary budget of $500 to spend on our car. And
to buy the car?
Well, yeah, and so a lot of people sort of laughed at us, haha, you'll never get a car that runs for $500. And I kind of left it up to Sean because he is the one who's going to be driving it. And kind of let it go. And he called me at my work the other day and said,
I got it.
I got a truck for $170. And I said, wow, a truck? What kind of truck? And he said, a Datsun 74 pickup, which happens to be my dream car.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I said, well, what's wrong with it? And he said, well, it's missing a back window, and that's really it. And so I kind of spent the day kind of psyched, thinking, wow, maybe this will be good. $170, it only needs a back window. So I went home, and I sort of approached the truck, and as I peered in the broken-out back window, I noted that, among other things, there was this huge group of wires kind of just stuck together with a twisty in the middle of the truck.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can't worry about that.
Yeah.
And that
What's Sean look like? I hate to interrupt you, Miss Shaw, but what's Sean look like?
Well, kind of short and stocky and has red hair. He looks kind of Irish, actually.
Yeah, well, I was just curious. I mean, if a 74 Datsun is your dream car,
who the heck did you marry?
What your dream guy looks like.
I'll bet you weren't even born in 1974.
Actually, that's when I was born. So.
Oh, so that has something to do with it?
Well, no, it's actually, I grew up in Ohio, and I went to school in Chicago, and until I was 21, I never went west of Chicago, and then when I was in college, I took all these environmental policy classes, and I sort of got this sort of idealized vision of what the West would be like, and I really wanted to move west and sort of live that carefree lifestyle that these Westerners live. And I always sort of envisioned myself like kicking around in my 74 Datsun with my cowboy boots.
Wow, this is fate. A dream come true.
Yeah, well, it is.
So
there's a bunch of wires hanging down. Not a problem.
That's not all. Okay.
That's not all.
Go ahead.
And so then I'm standing there, and he's putting on the new gas cap because he says, it didn't come with one, and that's an overrated car part anyway.
Gas cap? It's like worrying about the curtains on the Titanic. You've got a $170 time bomb here. You worried about the gas cap?
Well, and then I noticed that it doesn't have seat belts, and he says, it might need new brakes, a new engine, and a new clutch. And I said, And then the thing that is most alarming to me, which may not be alarming to anyone except for me because I'm kind of neurotic, is I notice as I'm looking at the conglomeration of wires in the middle of the thing that there's sort of light peering up at me through the floor of the vehicle. And there's a whole bunch of holes in it. And Sean says, I'm just going to put a metal plate over that.
I have to say, before we discuss the individual issues here, that Sean is a man after my own heart. I mean...
Well, mine too, I guess.
I guess so. But, I mean, the truth of the matter is that this sounds like a great vehicle. Man,
jeez.
I love it already.
Every one of my brother's cars has been rescued from the scrap heap. I mean, he's been... At the 11th hour, he's been there staying the hand of the guy about to throw the switch on the crusher.
And what's nice about this is only you can drive it. There will be no one that you're loaning the car to. Can I borrow your car? Yeah, right. Well, okay, you take these two wires and you wind them up together, and then you touch this wire to the metal part of the dashboard. And
then you stand back because there might be a small explosion, but the thing will usually start then.
It'll usually start. And only you know, and it's sort of like this camaraderie thing, this sense of oneness that you have with the vehicle because nobody understands it but you.
Yes,
and Sean is looking for that.
Junkaraderie.
Junkaraderie, right. So, I mean, the holes in the floor, as long as it's not part of the structural integrity, I would say Sean's approach of putting a metal plate down there is I've had many a car with metal plates.
Okay.
Sometimes you can just rug it.
Well, that's the thing.
If the holes aren't big enough to fall through.
Right.
I was afraid to pick the rug up.
No, you don't ever take the rug up. When the rug gets real wet.
You put another one over it.
And the cab gets smaller and smaller. And the engine and the clutch, junkyard. You go to the junkyard, you'll buy the whole thing, engine, clutch, all together, few $100. Brakes you're going to have to spend money to fix. And the other thing, I can't read my writing, but it ends with an S. Vines, it looks like. Wines. Wires. We already discussed the wires. So
we don't need those anyway.
So I would say that this could be the car of everybody's dreams.
Really?
Yeah. Boy, try to show a little excitement.
Really, that was beautifully said.
You've changed your tone dramatically. This was the car of your dreams, and unfortunately, it's gotten a bit tarnished.
Well, yeah, now it's in my backyard, so I'm not sure if it is the car of my dreams anymore, but...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how far does he have to drive?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, he only needs to drive about 5 miles to and from work and school.
Yeah.
But, don't want to have to be, going to pick him up everywhere when the thing stalls on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have a dream that it's going to turn out to be this great, clean running, long-term
it isn't.
vehicle.
It is not going to be that, and it is going to break down, and that's what life is all about.
Okay.
And it will bond you two together.
Man,
it will. It will. I mean, it's bad for couples to have things go well all the time. Out of adversity grows strength.
Okay.
Yeah. And buy a rope.
So you can hang them if you have to.
Hey, Michelle, it's a pleasure to talk to you. And
Thanks.
give my very best to Sean and tell him that if he ever needs any advice, he can come to my house and we can talk about it.
Okay, thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
The very fact that the guy showed up, he must have seen the ad somewhere. Truck, $170. He goes to see it.
Oh, he might have wanted a grand. He might have chiseled him down to 170. He might have wanted 200. You wouldn't ask for 170.
No, you wouldn't ask for 170. Yeah. That was a funny number.
Yeah, 200 is probably.
Sure. And the very fact that he went there and wasn't disgusted when he saw what he saw, because he saw what Michelle saw. And he said, great.
Reminds me of the time my wife and I were driving out on it. We were taking a Sunday drive. We were driving out in the country someplace, and we come upon a yard sale or some such thing. And this prominently displayed in the front of the yard is the ugliest hutch kind of thing that you could ever imagine. And the guy is asking a ridiculous price for it of like $200. And at the time, we had a Dodge van, one of those big vans.
I remember.
You remember it well, with the engine between the seats. And, of course, it was just ideal for picking up junk like this.
Yeah.
And my wife says, oh, we have to buy it. And I look at it and I say, $200, this is out of the question. And I say to the fellow, how much do you really want for it? And he says, oh, $200, I'm firm. And I think, thank God. All I have in my pocket is $35. And I tell him that. He says, I'll take it. No! And I spent the next 2 years of my life stripping that thing and then finally throwing it out. Anyway, it's happened again. You've laid waste to another perfectly good hour listening to Car Talk. Our esteemed producer is Doug the Subway Fugitive, not a slave to fashion, Pumpkin Lips Berman. Our associate producers are David the Calves of Belleville Green and Catherine Frau Blucher Fenolosa. Our web lackey is Doug the Old Gray Mare, assisted by Connie Britchford. Our engineer is John Cartman Perotti. Our theme music is by David Dog Grisman. And our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor, just back from the Rift Valley, Rhino Raptor, and Rib, however we say it, this is NPR.